What is up, everyone? So I am back here on YouTube. I promised you guys, but I number one promised myself that I was going to start filming again. I think during prep and towards the end of competing, and then after, I just kind of was in a different spot. I was focusing on other things. I was also going through post-show things, and I feel like sometimes we lose interest in certain things, or we don't have enough energy to put into different things that we're doing at the time. And so I'm back and I'm going to be consistent. My goal is to provide you guys 2 YouTubes a week, or at least film 2 YouTubes a week, and then obviously putting them out from there. But today we're going to do a full day of eating. I figured I would share with you guys what I'm doing right now, what I'm eating. Obviously, we are in my off season, and so I'm eating pretty good. Yesterday, I actually had a free meal. I had a burger and fry, because you guys know I love my burgers and fries. And I had a little bit of snacks. I'll probably share with you guys some of those snacks that I got. Usually we just like going to the grocery store, picking up some things. I'm not much of a person that likes to go out to eat a lot anymore. I prefer to go to the grocery store and pick up goodies that I like, or just make something at home. But a burger and fry is always great to go out. You guys know I love Burger Boy, and that's what I got. But first we're gonna start out with my breakfast. So Mike and I just got back from a walk. We've been taking walks outside every morning because it's been nice out. So I'm getting my breakfast going. For breakfast, I'm gonna do 3 eggs and then 2 pieces of toast. So I've got my pan going right now. I've got my eggs. So I'll show you guys how I like my eggs cooked. It really depends on my mood. Sometimes I like them scrambled. Sometimes I like them, usually the way I eat them a lot is just like over medium. So you're still having like that yolk. It's not too over easy where it's like too runny, but it's just like, I feel like the perfect amount of yolk. So I got these going. I was just gonna make it and then show you guys what I ate, but I started the video. Add my salt to it. Pepper. Then I'll take my little top, and I will keep these going for like a minute or so. Usually I keep it like around 4 on my stove. And then I add 2 pieces of toast with my eggs. I really love the Dave's Killer Bread, the 21 whole grains, all seeds. Tastes so good. And so here's the really funny thing is that we have a great air fryer, and usually you use that to toast your bread. I mean, you can do everything in that air fryer. But I just prefer, after my eggs are done, I'll take my bread, take my 2 slices, and I actually like cook it in the pan. I just feel like it kind of comes out differently. It doesn't come out so dry. I can kind of keep an eye on it, and it's still like not burnt. It's crispy, but it's still moist. So I'll do that. Eggs are done. I turned the pan down a bit just so it's not too hot. So we will keep that bread on the pan. Put my bread away. So this is what my eggs look like. Just perfect. This is my toast. Yummy. Strawberry jam. And my eggs. I overcooked my yolk a little bit. That's okay though. It's still good. And the egg just tastes good with strawberry jam. First meal going down. Okay, so we're on to my second meal of the day. I've got some things out. So this meal is pretty basic. My next couple meals are pretty basic. You might be like, this is boring, you know, but for me, like I still like consistency with the things that I eat during my off season, and then I can swap things out if I want. But a lot of the times, like I just like to stick to my rice, my green beans, and then I've got my chicken. So my chicken that I use is prepped through my sponsored Meals by Jay. And he is here, he's local here in San Antonio. So if you are visiting San Antonio and you need a meal prep company, Jay is awesome. I've been with him for like 3 years, a little bit over like maybe even 4 years now. And I just get the chicken, depending on what I'm using at the time, like what I'm, you know, for a while there I was having him, you know, bring me beef and chicken, but now I'm just kind of sticking to chicken right now. So the chicken that I get from him is, this one is honey garlic. So he does different flavors. I really like the honey garlic. It's, he doesn't use like tons of sauce. He really creates like the flavors with seasonings. So he's actually a chef, and he opened up his own prep company, which is super smart. And I love his chicken. It's already like chopped up for me. So I just measure it out. So we're gonna use my honey garlic chicken. I've got my green beans, which I typically prep. I mean, when I need it, I'll just heat it up. I don't use fresh vegetables. I mean, I feel like they're still fresh green beans. They're frozen. The ones I get are from HEB here in Texas, and they're just the green beans, whole frozen green beans. I heat them up, let them sit for a minute. And then for me, I personally like to cut them up even smaller. So I'll cut them up, the smaller the better, because I mix everything together and I don't want like a long green bean in there. So green beans are typically my greens that I use, or I will have like a salad or something. I know, depending on the person, you know, people like broccoli, or they use cauliflower, mushrooms. I used to do those a lot actually. And I realized that it was really affecting my digestion. And as you guys know, broccoli and mushroom, like obviously like it's a veggie that's gonna make you feel gassy. Some people can deal with it and it doesn't bother them. For me personally, it bothers me. It makes me feel bloated and uncomfortable. If I have a little bit, I'm okay. I love Brussels sprouts, but I cannot eat Brussels sprouts. They tear my stomach apart. So I stick to green beans, salad, maybe spinach. I don't know, it just depends. But green beans are really my staple that I use. So, and then I've got my white rice. Usually I just cook it in my little rice cooker that I found on Amazon. So I found this before we went to my third show in Toronto. I was like, I want to bring a little rice cooker. I want to find a rice cooker that I can travel with and then bring it to wherever I'm at, and I can just cook it wherever I'm at. So I obviously don't have this humongous rice cooker. I'm not purchasing rice packets that have extra fat in it. Plus those are really expensive. They could be like run to $3, $2 to like $4, depending, you know, on where you're at. But I got this on Amazon. I'll make sure to put my link up in my bio here on the YouTube. I have stuff on there that you guys can just check out. I got this on Amazon. I think it was like $20, and this thing has lasted me, but I use this at home just because cooking in a big rice cooker, sometimes the rice, it goes bad, and I'm not eating that much to where, you know, I'm using it within the day. And so the rice just gets hard, it gets nasty. I know I can make it fresh, but you know, I like the convenience of this little rice cooker. I can cook it daily, eat my rice in here. It's like the perfect amount for my daily intake. Get my green beans. I usually do about like 100 grams of green beans, 50 to 100. So whatever I feel like it, depending on even how hungry I am. Sometimes I'll add a little bit more, which will give me that limit of 50 to 100. So I got that there. Then I add my rice. And obviously, like, I heat this up, even though it's already cooked. Just heat it up a little bit, just like that. Simple, nothing crazy. Obviously, like, when I have the days where I'm maybe having like a free meal, or I am adding in, swapping out stuff, I will share that with you guys on kind of like what I do on those days when I'm swapping out and I'm just feeling like, I don't want to eat this. Like, I want to like change it up. I'm getting kind of sick of it because we get sick of the food. Like, eat the same thing every day, which is great. Consistency is great. But during off season, you still want to have fun and you want to stick to your plan. And sticking to your plan sometimes is swapping things out that are still good for you, that don't upset your stomach, because like I said, everybody is different with what they can eat and what's good for your digestion. So just like that, and then I'll heat it up in the microwave. It's out of the microwave. I added some extra virgin olive oil. I also use coconut oil too, but I ran out. I actually need to get some more. But these are my fat sources that I like to use in my meals, especially if I'm not having beef. I need to get my fat source from somewhere. And what better than having olive oil, coconut oil? Olive oil is great for the heart. It's great for inflammation. Coconut oil is great for the immune system. Like, just having more of a natural fat is better for you. So I like to get my fat sources from there when I'm adding it in with my chicken, my veggies, my rice. Plus, it just gives it a really nice flavor when you mix everything together. So I already did that, and then I'm gonna add a 4th teaspoon of my salt. Really, honestly, I've been on this kick for this yummy sauce, which is from the Flavor Gang. When my friend Val was here in town, she had bought a few of these at our gym, because my gym sells them there. And she had bought this one. And I had had it like a long time ago. And I remember it being good, but since it was here, I was like, I'm gonna use it, especially because like sauces are everything, especially during the off season, because I can use them with the extra like calories, but I really don't use much. Okay, we've got our 3rd meal that I'm about to eat. Just got home a little bit ago from the gym, rinsed off real quick, and now I am ready to have my 3rd meal. I'm starving. Okay, so typically with my meal, or with my meals throughout the day, I have 5 dates included in my diet because I've just been on this kick for dates, right? But the dates that we bought, they were on sale. They were the organic ones, and I opened them up, but they're like sweaty and the consistency is different. So we're going to throw those out right now. I mean, not physically throw them out. I'll see if Mikey wants them. But I'm super particular, and just the way that they feel, the texture, I'm just, ugh. So instead, we're gonna add something else. I think I'm just gonna add a bit more of cereal. So I'm gonna share with you guys my 3rd meal I'm gonna have, which is post-workout. So here are my Cocoa Chocolate Krispies. I have about 100 grams of that. I'm going to use a little bit of almond milk, which this is the vanilla flavored one. It's so good. I'll probably use just a little bit of this, and then the rest I'll add 1% milk, just so it's not like a lot. But the calories on here aren't bad at all, but still. Then we've got half of a banana, and then I use about a tablespoon of Jif peanut butter and chocolate. So I just got this. It's pretty good, actually. It's, like I said, something different than like your normal peanut butter. And I like trying new stuff. Would I buy this again? Most likely, probably not. But I tried it. It's doable. Like, we're gonna eat it up. I'm pretty hungry right now, and I think Grace is pretty hungry too. Grace, are you pretty hungry, girlie? That was her in the back, trying to get my attention. Hi. I'm gonna get at this. I'm gonna eat this, and I will see you guys soon. So we are on to my 4th meal of the day. It's going to be like I showed you guys earlier, and I told you guys it's very basic. I'm a basic kind of chick with some of the funk and the flair on the side sometimes. But we've got my chicken, my rice, my green beans, and then I have my yum yum sauce mixed all together. It's the same amount for this dish as well, but the only difference is I have a peanut butter and pumpkin butter sandwich on my Ezekiel bread, which I absolutely love. It's the 21 green one. And I actually have not had this with the pumpkin butter, so let's try it. So with my calories daily, it's about my maintenance calories and a little bit over. So right now we are just slowly like increasing food, but we want my body to get used to it just because for me personally, I don't like to just be thrown with tons of food at once. I think for a lot of girls and reasons for hormones, just the way you feel, slowly increasing is a good way to do it. Obviously I'm still my maintenance calories, so I'm not like in a deficit or anything, but increasing at least about like 400 extra calories or so, just to see how my body looks, how I feel. And like I said, just slowly introducing that in. So this is my extra calories on the side, but I'm gonna be honest, it's totally worth that. So we are on to my 5th meal of the day. I already mixed it up. So it's going to be your non-fat Greek yogurt that I use. I always use the same one. It's the H-E-B brand, Greek honey, non-fat. So I add that. Then I add my Hostile chocolate protein. I actually put that away. I thought I had it out, but I add that, I mix it up, and then I add blueberries, mix it up again, just like that. And so now I do like a topping. So my topping is going to be some walnuts, granola, and honey, which is like the icing on the cake. Because it's kind of like a little, it's almost, I mean, I feel like I made this before for a video, but it's like a nice little like dessert at the end of the evening. But it's still like filling for myself. And just depends if you have like a sweet tooth. This is like nice to have at the end of the night so you're not eating extra like sweets and snacks. So I'm gonna add some walnuts. Usually I'll do walnuts, or I've been really into pumpkin seeds, but I'm all out of those. So we're just gonna do walnuts. Walnuts are still really, really good. And I like them because the texture, they're crunchy. The crunchier, the better. And the granola that I use is from Whole Foods, and I am obsessed with this granola. I feel like I've tried like getting other granolas and it doesn't compare to this one. It's just the organic fruit and nut granola. So, so good. Just kind of like that. It's almost like the granola is like a little like the topping. So it's like crunchy on top. That's it. That's what it looks like. So last meal, super good, super simple. This is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked this video and you want to see more, make sure you guys like it, comment, for more videos, things you guys would like to see. And I am going to eat this meal and enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed my quick little daily eating, and I will see you guys in the next one.